What up, MetaZoo Maniacs and Cryptic Campers? Today is June 10, 2025 for like another 10 minutes. So that's why it says yesterday at 6:49 p.m., 8:49 p.m. Eastern Time. But by the time you watch this video, it will be June 11th. So on June 9, 2025 was another MetaZoo Monday. I missed the MetaZoo Monday, but after it was done, I asked in the chat, what are the top 3 takeaways from this MetaZoo Monday? And the only person to reply was Charlie Hurlocker. And he had a massive essay of an answer. And I'm going to go through it. It's actually pretty good. And there's one very inspiring line in his answer that I definitely have to highlight. But before we get to that, I have 3 more channels that I want MetaZoo to be aware of that I would like to call out, that maybe if they were to give spoilers to different content creators. There's 3 that I missed in my last video. Clickbait memes. I don't know how I didn't have that in the last video. That blows my mind. This channel is absolutely crazy with the cool little shorts. I'm sure most people know this channel, but I don't know how there's only 9 subscribers. That's kind of crazy. But check this one out. Watch this. How legends are made. Yep. And action. How legends are made. That's crazy. How legends are made. So anyways, clickbait memes. Then we got Get 'em Games. I actually listened to this channel quite a bit. I should have mentioned in my last video as well. I mean, look who we got right here. Anyone recognize this dude? That is one of the most important people in the OG MetaZoo history. He was the first winner of the very first Caster's Cup. The only Caster's Cup. That's crazy. And he's got the same birthday as me. Easton. And then another channel. I know a lot of people are like, there should be a MetaZoo podcast. Well, there is a channel that's starting that up. That's Maddie Collects. Now, there's no video, it's just audio, but I mean, if you just want something to listen to while you're driving to work, falling asleep, editing a video, cooking, whatever, this might be a channel that you want to subscribe to. Anyways, let's get back to the bonus question in MetaZoo Monday. So the top 3 takeaways, Charlie Hurlocker answered with, let me leave you with one big takeaway for me. So trust me, we're going to read through this essay of an answer that he wrote, but it is worth it. Trust me, he had a lot of good information here. When MetaZoo went under, I felt like it was unfair. I always felt like MetaZoo fans were bullied in the TCG world, that they didn't deserve the hate that they got, and I was frustrated that I felt like they worked super hard to make a space that was their own, show passion for the subject matter, and then it blew up for reasons outside of their control. That didn't feel right to me. Yeah, that sucked for everyone, but on the flip side, on the double-edged sword of MetaZoo filing for bankruptcy and everything crashing, is a lot of us have collections now that we could never have dreamed of if the original MetaZoo didn't screw everything up. Time passed and it didn't get better. When the bankruptcy rolled around, I put in my interest. I thought about it, but I was still working off 50% curiosity at that point. And under the hood, it was as rough as we imagined. The filing listed $1.7 million in claims. So I took a really big chance. I put together a group and paid over $2 million in, an amount in excess of the claims filed with the company. Pulled strings to get a really good team together, and we started working with what was in front of us to try and make MetaZoo into something sustainable. And the point of that has always been intimately connected to the feelings I've had since it started. I believe MetaZoo's IP has a good approach to cryptids, and I know that there were countless people burned. Believe me, I deal with it more than you do. When I'm working on distro, working with platform partners, working with fans, etc., and I've been a consistently patient ear. But the message that I'm bringing is one of hope. You might not like 100% of what we've done to try and make this something durable and sustainable, and we've spent over half a year now making the space somewhere you all could work through, that. But I believe that this can be a good space, a hopeful space, something forward-orientated for people whose great memories from the past are primarily rooted in the positive aspects of TCG culture. One of the things that I will defend that space from is people who want to be bullies. It didn't sit right with me in the past, and it doesn't sit right with me now. If your primary purpose in this community is to create a negative space and rob the joy of people who are discovering MetaZoo, we can see that, and it doesn't have a place here. This is a place of hope. That means looking forward, making friends, and choosing to be a positive contributor to a place that people want to spend their time. It's time to let the past be the past. There's room for everyone on this train if they've got it in them to be the right type of person. And I really hope that I see more of the amazing potential that so many of you have go towards positive community creation instead of chips on shoulders and cheap shots. I really like that. We're going to come back to that. This is the official policy of the Discord and the spaces we create. And the burden of proof is on you to be a positive contributor. If it doesn't seem it can go that way, we'll prioritize the people having a good time first and foremost. Here's to the future. So this got a lot of reaction. A lot of people really like this reply. I gave some fire. I gave a burger because you got to eat lots of protein to build that muscle. And loved on Frogman for the new set coming up. So my takeaway from his response, my favorite line here by far, and I really hope that I see more of the amazing potential that so many of you have go towards positive community creation instead of chips on shoulders and cheap shots. Now 100% I feel a part of that response was towards Camel JR or Camel Jr. He has a lot of potential with content creation. Usually, it's like, it is taking little shots and jabs and maybe not being the most positive. But just because he's, training to be a Sith right now doesn't mean he can't be a Jedi, right? He's got to, I think he can come back to the light side. But it's also good to have constructive criticism. But I really feel like this part was really directed towards him and maybe some other people that are posting fish memes, whatever. But let's read that one more time. And I really hope that I see more of the amazing potential that so many of you have go towards positive community creation instead of chips on shoulders and cheap shots. So Camel JR, Camel Jr., I know you're listening. I think part of that was directed towards you, and I hope you do some positive content in the future because there's definitely potential in your skills. So, and I've said that before in other videos. And I know a lot of people like this line right here too. It's time to let the past be the past. I think it's going to take a little time still because a lot of people that collected old MetaZoo, when they seen all old MetaZoo get liquidated to EV and HQ and on the quote streams and everything, and a lot of the grails and a lot of the collections just totally, I mean, it's worse than the crash of 2024. A lot of the collections are almost worthless now because of the liquidation of so many grails and like product that maybe people didn't even know existed or was very hard to find. So I think that burnt a lot of people, to be honest. So yeah, that was one big takeaway. You got that right, Charlie. And in case anyone forgot what I talked about at the beginning of the video, 3 more YouTube MetaZoo content creators that I highly suggest everyone to subscribe to. Clickbait Memes, and if you're looking for channels just to have a good listen while you're doing other activities, Getting Games, and obviously Maddie Collects. So anyways, comment below. Actually, let's go highlight the the end of the thing where the good lines are here. It's time to let the past be the past. And I'll read it one more time. And I really hope that I see more of the amazing potential that so many of you have go towards positive community creation instead of chips on shoulders and cheap shots. That could almost be like an Instagram, those quotes of positivity that are all over the place? That could almost be one of them right there. I like it. Anyways, comment below and let me know what you think. I'm still working on my eBay sales video. Something happened. The audio went haywire. I closed all the tabs to have all the different eBay sales. So I got to redo the whole thing. I don't know. I'll do that probably this weekend or something. It's quite a project I have to build back on and have 2 weeks worth of all the crazy sales that happened. Anyways, comment below. It's officially June 11th, 2025. And we'll see you in the next video.